this is a mini version,
Okay.
and I'll be translating. Okay?
Okay, here we go.
Repito.
Muchísimas gracias, chicos. Buenos días, buenas tardes, perdón. Vamos a empezar con esta conferencia de medios para la zona del Bajío. Dani, no sé si quieran los chicos hacer una introducción antes de empezar.
Yes. A ver, would you like to make an intro introducing yourself and saying hi? We're Hanson. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We're Hanson.
Hello,
I'm Zach.
I'm Taylor,
I'm Isaac.
and it's great to be here.
Listo, Pepe.
Muchas gracias. Vamos a comenzar con esta ronda de preguntas y respuestas. Vamos a empezar con Miriam. Miriam, si gustas prender tu cámara y hacer tu pregunta, adelante, por favor.
Claro. Hola chicos, yo soy Miriam, represento a la Organización Editorial Mexicana en Guanajuato. Feliz de poder platicar con ustedes. Ya 30 años de carrera, cómo olvidar a los Hanson Brothers cuando iniciaron. Y bueno, ahora feliz porque dentro de este regreso a México visitarán León, Guanajuato.
Hi, guys. This is Miriam from the Mexican Press Association from Querétaro. How could we forget the Hanson boys, already 30 years in the music industry? Miriam, ¿me repites la última parte de tu pregunta, porfa? Se me cortó.
Sí, gracias. Les decía que feliz en estos 30 años que tienen de carrera y en su regreso a México estarán en León, Guanajuato, y bueno, con su nuevo álbum, Red, Green, Blue.
Okay, gracias. And now, after 30 years in the music business, you're going to be back in Mexico. You're going to go to León, Guanajuato, with the new album, Red, Green, Blue. How do you feel about coming back to Mexico?
Oh, we are very excited to be coming back to Mexico. We've always had amazing shows, amazing time with the fans there, and we are also excited. We're going to be playing 5 shows in the country, so we'll get to see lots of fans in Mexico.
Están muy emocionados por volver a México, que van a tocar 5 shows en México en diferentes ciudades, que siempre han tenido experiencias muy maravillosas con los fans mexicanos y que son muy felices.
Y bueno, con este nuevo álbum que veremos ahora de los Hanson, y que obviamente espero que dentro de su gira no falte esa canción que nos enamoró hace 30 años y que bueno, la han trabajado y la han cantado en diferentes, no sé, ya han puesto diferentes géneros en esa canción en Bpop.
What can we expect to see? Something new with this album? And she hopes that you'll sing Mbop on this tour, that it was the song that made the public fall in love with you 30 years ago.
Well, you know, this new record is a very interesting one. It's one that is unlike any record that we've made before. We spent our whole career, you know, writing songs together, you know, as a band. But on this particular album, we decided to accentuate the unique personalities of each individual brother. And so each brother took 1/3 of the album and treated it kind of like a solo project in a way to accentuate the unique things that are what make up this whole band. And so, of course, with the shows, you know, we play all kinds of things, everything from new to old and everything in between. So whether it's Mbop or whether it's something off the new album, like, you know, Don't Let Me Down, Child at Heart, Right to a Song, any of these songs, they're all in the show. And that's important because we know that there are fans who are coming to see us for the very first time, as well as fans who have come to see us every single time we've been in Mexico. So you have to always think about being a fan first.
Este disco es muy diferente, ya que está dividido en 3 partes. Dividieron el álbum en tercios y lo trataron como si fuera un proyecto solista, casi, y luego los juntaron todos para acentuar todas las partes que conforman el total de la banda de Hanson. Sí tocan en Bob, y también tocan todas las canciones nuevas del álbum, como Child at Heart y Don't Let Me Down, y canciones de toda la vida. Están muy emocionados porque como llevan 30 años de carrera, hay fans que los van a ir a ver por primera vez y también fans que han ido a cada concierto que Hanson ha dado en México y en diferentes ciudades.
Por último, ¿podrían decir nos vemos en León, Guanajuato?
¿Lo quieres en español o en inglés?
Sí, en español.
Okay, could you try to say nos vemos en León, Guanajuato?
Guanajuato?
We can slow down a little bit.
Uno más.
Ok, nos vemos
Nos
en
vemos.
León, Guanajuato.
Guanajuato. Guanajuato, yeah?
Guanajuato, yeah, that's
Guanajuato.
perfect.
Ok, muchas gracias, chicos.
Nos vemos en León, Guanajuato. Well,
Ok. Muchas
Perfecto.
gracias. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Miriam. Vamos ahora con Rebeca. Rebeca, si gustas prender tu cámara y hacer tu pregunta, adelante, por favor.
Hola, muy buenas tardes. Yo soy Rebeca, soy de Anton Noticias. And first of all, I'm glad to see you again. After 30 years, I'm a big fan of you. When I have a 10 years old, you beginning. And it's amazing to see you because you grow up so very fast like I. Well, look, it's very handsome. Three of you. Zach, Taylor, Isaac, everybody. So are you ready for coming to Mexico after so much time? So you're ready for the people in Mexico right now?
Yes, this will be our most extensive tour in Mexico ever. So that is exciting. It's particularly cool to know that after 30 years, we're still going to new places, playing in places we've never been. And that's been something that's so unique for us to have fans all over the world, right? To be able to go so many places and people know your songs. We know that's not normal.
Mhm.
And so you really treasure it, and it feels particularly special at this time in the world when we haven't been able to tour, when pandemic has closed borders and people can't travel and people can't come to concerts, and now being able to be back together, it really highlights how important these experiences are that we share as communities, across cultures, across borders.
And how music brings people together.
Yeah, makes the world a better place.
Yeah, and could you tell me what is the most funny or amazing thing for all of this?
It's very hard to pick one. I mean, we have stood in front of audiences of 100,000. You know, we've seen fans travel from all over the world. I mean, we've met, you know, some of our heroes. I mean, we've met people that we think of, you know, Paul McCartney and Billy Joel, you know, legends. We've been able to write songs with incredible people like Barry Mann and Cynthia Wilde that wrote, you know, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, and, you know, our friend Mark Hudson that wrote with Aerosmith and wrote Living on the Edge. So we've had lots of amazing experiences, with creative experiences, performance, and I think really a career is made up of all of those things. You know, that's it's not just one moment. It's not just one concert or one hit song. It is the journey, and it gets richer. You know, it gets more interesting over time because you have all these experiences.
I think I'm always.
And I think that's about life, right?
Yes, that's life.
Yes, that's
Like,
life, yeah.
if you're doing it,
you're doing it right.
if you're doing it right,
Yes.
you each decade, each year, you know, you really have a richer life. You have more, you have more excitement, more energy. Yes, your body's getting tired, but you have so many stories. You know, we have
And
so
you
many
gain
experiences.
perspective on how special it is to do these things, to travel, to be with people in different cultures and to speak different languages until you sing the same songs.
Well, you have a surprise for us?
We have any surprises? Well, I mean, honestly, it depends on who you're talking to. You know, a lot of the fans, it's hard to surprise some of the fans because they know a lot.
Know everything.
But I think fans that have only heard a few songs, you know, maybe fans that have
Sort of
never
know Hanson, but not necessarily the music.
Exactly. I think for a lot of those fans, this new album, Red, Green, Blue, will be a surprise. It has lots of different textures. It's unique in the way we put it together. And the live show is, you know, our shows are rock and roll shows. They're pretty rock. I mean,
They're a lot of fun.
a lot of fun, but they're loud. There's a lot of guitars. There's a lot of, you know,
Jumping around
not,
and clapping. And...
not pop, you know. I mean, it's pop songs, but it's a rock and roll show. And so I think that just that thing is probably surprising for some people, and that's why they should come out to the show.
Yeah, that's the thing,
Gracias.
because I'm surprised because you're together right now in this moment, because after 3 years you're brothers, and we can say, well, you're brothers for that thing, you're together, but no, it's amazing because it doesn't matter if you're a brother or not. You're together with doing the same thing and in a different way, but just in the same. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
thank you.
Yes.
Gracias, gracias, Rebeca. Vamos ahora con otro medio. Isaías, si gustas prender tu cámara y hacer tu pregunta, adelante.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes, chicos, y también a mis compañeros. Primero, muchas gracias por la oportunidad de platicar con todos ustedes. Y bueno, más allá del aspecto musical, que es lo que al final pues destaca a la banda en estos 30 años de carrera, también el hecho de que han participado en otro tipo de campañas, como fue la del VIH en contra de la pobreza, los proyectos. ¿Qué otros proyectos paralelamente a lo musical está haciendo actualmente la agrupación, o en qué les gustaría apoyar desde pues la plataforma que tienen al ser una banda muy reconocida?
Beyond the musical aspect of the band that stands out clearly, you have also participated in side campaigns like one you did for AIDS awareness. What other side projects are you currently involved on, or what other side projects would you like to support and give like a space to amplify the cause?
Yeah, I mean, music, of course, is what we do, and there have been times where we've chosen to talk about causes. Our album, The Walk, we did raise a great deal of money and awareness for extreme issues of poverty and HIV/AIDS. You just follow your passion. I mean, I have a nonprofit started back in 2014 that works on bringing fresh produce to hungry families in our community here in Tulsa, and working with community partners to really change that dynamic.
In some ways, it's an extension of the walk and kind of similar ideas.
Well, people, I mean, encouraging people to do what they can with what they have. I think that's something that we as a unit, as a band, have tried to project, and that doesn't necessarily mean start a nonprofit or change the world with a campaign, but it means you are unique as a person. Everybody is, and you have an ability to make an impact by going after your dream, or just trying to give your best to what you have. And I think that's really that permeates, I think, all the different things we've chosen to do.
No one is suited to heal your own community than you.
Yeah.
Rebeca, ¿te puedes poner en mute, por favor? Perdón, Isaías. Su enfoque principal es la música y han habido veces que han apoyado causas externas, como su álbum The Walk, que apoyó, como mencionas, al VIH, a otras causas como de pobreza. Taylor tiene una organización sin fines de lucro que apoya a su comunidad en Tulsa, en Oklahoma, y ellos creen que lo más importante es que cada quien haga lo que pueda con lo que tiene. Cada quien como persona tiene la habilidad de hacer un impacto, simplemente dando lo mejor de cada quien, siguiendo sus sueños y siendo buena persona.
Ok, y bueno, hablando precisamente de la gira que están realizando ahora aquí en México y que precisamente incluye a nuestra ciudad de Querétaro, ya han tenido la oportunidad de visitarla con anterioridad, ya sea de manera turística. ¿Qué se siente, pues, no ir más allá de las ciudades principales, digamos, como son Guadalajara, Ciudad de México y Monterrey? ¿Qué se siente, pues, tener este acercamiento con los fans en otras ciudades que a veces es más complicado quizá que se puedan trasladar a pues, a las otras tres principales?
Speaking of the tour, he wonders, he's in Querétaro now. You have a concert date in Querétaro. He wonders if you have ever been to Querétaro in any other sense, like for tourism or just to visit. And
we've not been to Querétaro, and we're excited about it because it's very cool to be on a tour like this where we're getting to see new places. So we're very thrilled to have the chance to play our first show.
We started this tour in Finland, had never played in Finland, played a bunch of places in Europe we've never played. So this is one of our most extensive tours ever. And it's exciting.
Que nunca han ido a Querétaro, están muy emocionados. El tour lo empezaron en Finlandia haciendo su tour más extenso y que cubre más lugares del mundo. Están muy contentos de poder ir a ciudades más chicas y a lugares a los que nunca han ido antes.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Vamos ahora con Juanita. Juanita, si gustas prender tu cámara y hacer tu pregunta, adelante, por favor.
Sí, gracias, Pepe. A ver, voy a ponerla. A ver, dame chance. A ver, listo. Hey, guys, what's up? What's up? It's a great pleasure for me. My question is about the album. What could be the most important personal meaning for this album for each of you?
Oh, well, there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
As far as the personal meaning, I think to be the artist that we'd like to be every year, you are pulling from new influences and new inspirations. And so I think what I see most in this album is the unique fingerprint of my brother and how that is so a part of our DNA as a band. What has made us last and what has connected us to fans is these. And so to me, the most important part is not that we are tearing the band apart, but that we are recognizing the three parts and how valuable that is, these combinations, the way we come together in everything we do on stage or in writing songs, that you're recognizing what it is that makes Hanson. It's not a thing. And some people will say, oh, you're brothers, so you can't break up. At the same time, they'll say, you're brothers, so you must fight and you must hate each other, right? These two ideas don't work together. So what it means is
that they're both true in some ways.
What it means is that we are brothers, we are unique, and our choices to be together is what has made us a unique band that has lasted for years. Our compromises for each other, our giving each other the spotlight is what makes us last, and it's very cool to be able to do that in a project like so definitively saying, this is Isaac, do anything you want to do, or Taylor.
I think the project just it brings attention to something that's been a part of our DNA for always, which is that which all of us write songs, all of us sing, all of us perform, and you play different instruments, and music. I mean, it is about music. I mean, obviously, a band is about music, but oftentimes the conversation, people tend to be really obsessed with fame or success in itself. Just, I'm going to be successful no matter what it is I have to do to get known by others. And to us, that's just not the way we look at it. So it's bringing attention to the fact that it's, a band of three people that are, inspired by making things, and it's a unique perspective.
And you? What do you think?
Oh man. Well, I mean, I agree with pretty much everything the guys said. I think what is cool about this record is it's kind of like the color format red, green, blue. Red, green, blue can make all of the colors. It goes to LED lights and tube televisions. That's how you see all the colors on the screen, was through these little pixels that make up the big picture. And I think what's cool about that is that these are three uniquely different colors that are able to make all of the different things that you've heard from our band over the years. But what I like about this record is it's saying two things. It's saying these are three individual and unique artists and people that work together to make the whole big picture. And you can like green, and you can like blue, and you can like red, but you can also like all of it together. And it doesn't matter, because you've got all of those pieces that will always be a part. And I think it's an interesting thing. Not many bands could say that about themselves. And for better or worse, that is who we are.
Thank you, guys.
Muchas gracias, Juanita. Muchas gracias, chicos. Vamos ahora con Alma del Diario de Querétaro. Si gustas prender tu cámara y hacer tu pregunta, adelante.
Thank you.
Ya, ahora sí. Pues me gustaría preguntarles, están ahorita celebrando 30 años de carrera musical. No todas las bandas llegan a cumplir tanto tiempo estando juntas. Entonces me gustaría que ellos me comentaran cuál consideran que ha sido el secreto o la clave para para llevar ya 3 décadas estando juntos y seguir encontrándose con sus fans y demás, ¿no? Por favor.
You are celebrating 30 years as a band, which is a huge milestone, and not a lot of bands can say that they've accomplished this. She wonders what's the secret to have a successful long career.
Stubbornness.
That's exactly what I was going to
Stubbornness,
say.
being not easily swayed from things. We are very grateful, feel very blessed, and we've also, we've worked hard. A lot of bands, it's more hard work than people think. I think more than anything, we have mutual respect, and we really appreciate that we get to make music. I mean, that's the reason we can come back, is we get to stand on stages, we get to write songs, we get to work with people we admire, and we get to see fans. That's all we need. I mean, that right there is an amazing thing.
Dicen que el secreto es la necedad. Están muy agradecidos, muy bendecidos y trabajan muy duro, que mucha gente no contempla que es trabajo muy duro. Más que nada se respetan entre ellos y están muy agradecidos de que pueden hacer lo que aman, que es la música y tocar en vivo y la interacción con los fans.
Oh, we also don't know how to do anything else.
Y que tampoco saben hacer nada más, que es lo único que saben hacer.
The secret to longevity, limit your options.
Yes.
Que
No plan B.
el secreto para la longevidad es limitar tus opciones y no tener un plan B.
Ok, pues eso es todo. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias, Alma. Chicos, muchísimas gracias. No sé si quieran invitar a los conciertos que van a tener en Querétaro y en León, que aquí tenemos medios de las dos ciudades.
Could you do like an ID inviting the fans to go to the concerts in Querétaro and in León? We can do different ones if you like.
Querétaro and León.
Okay.
Querétaro.
Ready? I'll say it. Hey, we're Hanson. We hope you will come join us in Querétaro and in León on our Red, Green, Blue tour. We can't wait to come to Mexico. We'll see you at the show.
Perfecto, chicos. ¿Nos pueden recordar sus redes sociales nada más para que todos los medios las tengan?
Okay. Could you give us your social media handles and the website, please?
Oh,
Yeah.
you can find us at Hanson or Hanson Music or at our website, hanson.net.
Listo. Muchísimas gracias. Terminamos. En un ratito más les hago llegar la grabación a los medios. Muchísimas gracias, chicos.
Gracias.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Gracias, Pepe.
One wave.
Gracias. Nos vemos.
Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Hola. Hola.